How do they do that?
503.
Hi, my name is Michael Reardon. We're here today talking about what it's like to work on a super yacht. So let's start with the first thing.
I'm Nick. I'm the captain on Don Yalola. I'm 29 and I'm from New Zealand.
Brian, and I'm from Los Angeles, California.
All right.
Yeah.
My name's Gareth Hunt. I'm 25 and I'm from South Africa. I'm the first mate on board.
Right.
I am responsible for everything exterior,
Okay.
the upkeep of maintenance,
Okay.
do drills on board, and the safety side, we have to run the drills, make sure the crew are well trained in any scenario possible,
Right.
ranging from fire to medical to even general upkeep of safety equipment on board.
My name is Troy, and I work as the chief engineer on board. The main job of the chief engineer is to make sure the boat runs smoothly and efficiently. So if anything breaks, if anything happens, your job is to maintain it and make sure that it runs to its full potential and maintain also the safety of the vessel and the equipment on board.
What's the captain's job?
The captain wears many hats. It's really a combination of a lot of roles. A normal day for me would be waking up and connecting with the crew in different departments, understanding what the goal for the day is to achieve, really ensuring that we meet that goal. So when we have guests on, it's usually more to do with the operations for the day, what the boss wants or what the principal charter guest expects from his day or her day. When the guests are off board, it's more to do with planned maintenance and making sure the boat's maintained to the highest level and achieving that within a certain time frame.
So I'm the deckhand on the boat. So guests on board, it's really depending on what the guests want. We do a lot of beach setups.
Right.
So it's waking up in the morning, usually going to a beach, setting it up with chairs, everything like that.
Right.
Getting out all the toys.
Right.
So all the other boats, tenders we have, sea-doos, sea bobs, whatever the toys that they want.
Right.
Usually they're all out in the morning.
Right.
Outside of charter is maintaining the boat. After a full week, we'll do a whole wash down of the boat, make sure it's clean, ready
How
for the
long
next
does that take?
It usually takes about all day and 2 people.
Right.
I was supposed to be an outboard technician
Okay.
at a local marina, and I went through the courses and I did my trade school, and then I went to a marina and I was working, and I didn't get steady work, so I went on Craigslist.
All right.
And a job ad popped up, and I applied for it, and I got it, and I kind of just fell into the industry, and that was 9 years ago.
Awesome.
I haven't looked
Way
back
to
since.
go.
Yeah.
And how much schooling and training has been involved for you with the license you have now?
Well, experience has a lot to do with it. In this industry, there isn't really a college or anything that you can go to. I mean, there is maritime colleges, but for yachting specifically, there's no like chief engineer school or anything like that. So you mainly just want to start out as a deckhand or a deck engineer if you want to get into engineering, work your way up to a second engineer, learn what you can from the chief, monitor your time, and then once you get the time, then you can start doing your courses and you can do all this stuff at your local training facilities.
I had a passion for traveling. I did quite a bit of extensive research about it here to see how I could travel the world plus make money. Eventually I stumbled into yachting, started out from that, didn't really find too much wrong with the whole industry, and I fell in love with it, and it's a lot of doors opening up for me and traveling the world.
About a year ago in August, I was working for Marriott and I quit my job. I traveled for about 8 months after that, and I actually met some people when I was traveling that were in yachting. Okay. And then I found out my cousin found out he was a captain of a yacht.
Okay.
So then I just kind of talked to him about it, kind of see what it was like, kind of like what you're doing now, kind of get an idea of what the industry is about.
Yeah.
And I still wanted to travel, but I needed to make money to do it.
Right.
So kind of fell into this.
So 2008, I was 17 years old. I moved to Spain. I took a one-way flight to Palma, Mallorca. Had a CV in my hand and I walked the docks. Club de Mar, I was lucky enough to obtain some day work on a boat called Lady Beatrice. After that, it's history really. Funnily enough, the only position available at the time was steward. So I started my day work as polishing silver, and with the hope to eventually end up on deck where I wanted to be.
Favorite thing is definitely traveling around and seeing different places. I mean, that's
a common thread.
Yeah, I mean, these are guests that are paying a lot of money to be on a boat, and you get to see the things that they get to see.
And what's the downside of yachting?
I'd say definitely the long hours.
Yeah.
It can get, especially when you're on charters, and you have to make sure. I mean, again, it's a high quality service that you have to provide.
Right.
So, I mean, during charters, you can work 18, 20 hours
Right.
a day. It's nice being on something like this, but you know,
Yeah.
when you work and live on it and
Yeah.
with the same people, I mean, you know, we all
It's
get
amazing.
along, but
I think people from the outside think, oh, it's such a big, beautiful yacht. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you live in a pretty small space.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even spread your arms really.
Yeah.
So our spaces
And you're
are
not the
small.
shortest guy.
No.
Do you have to lay on your side?
Yeah, I mean, I had to lay vertical or else I kick the TV we have there. But yeah,
It's very rewarding, especially if the crew and the guests have a great time. It makes time flow so much easier.
Right. So what don't you like about yachting?
The only thing I don't like about yachting would be the long strenuous hours.
Yeah.
That really tends to get to crew. That's why it's very important to keep it professional amongst your crew, living with them 24/7.
Yeah.
You also have a personal life with them.
Tell me, what are the things you like about yachting, and what have you not enjoyed?
I like the traveling and going around. I don't like sitting at a desk. I like working with my hands and doing stuff, and
Yeah.
it's a lot different. What I don't like about yachting is it does take away, if you're a family guy, it does take away from family holidays and stuff like that you normally spend. I haven't spent a Christmas with my family in the past 5 years.
Right.
And it's just go, 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 go.
There's so many pros and cons. Some of the things I love about our industry is the ability to travel, to meet new people. I love the fact that when we take on charters, we have someone different coming every single week. They also want different things out of their week, so we might have one guest that decides that he wants to do beach, beach, beach. The other might be more about looking at scenic things on land. So planning that itinerary for them and being a part of their holiday is pretty great.
Okay.
Some of the downsides of the industry, most definitely, is living in close quarters with crew, maintaining relationships inside and outside of work, and trying to find that line between crew and friendship. So yeah, it can be difficult.
Yeah. Well, thanks. That was really helpful. Appreciate
Excellent.
it.
No worries.
All right.
Thank you, Michael.
Appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you so much for
thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah, of course.
Really appreciate
All
it.
right.